Might be a technical difficulty for one of the players here. Oh, there we go. Everything should be good to go now. So just a little bit of an odd start, but we should be getting straight into it at this point. Kickoff now coming out. You're going to see it going in the favor of Infinity eSports. Coke, you're going to go up into the air. Is able to get a touch, so going to keep it out of harm's way. Now going to take control of it. Going to flick it up over the one blue attacker, but he's going to leave it for his teammate. Luvis now moving this down the field, going to follow it up off the ceiling, but Richmond clearing it out. Kokun in the air, going to put this straight into the ceiling once again. Professor going to move it downfield. Luvis there though, puts it right back in. Professor off the back wall, going to get a little bit of a touch, going to leave it for a teammate, but Coke is beat by Emery. Luvis with a shot on net, perfectly placed, and that's going to give Infinity eSports here the 1-0 lead quite quickly into the smash. A perfectly placed shot there by Luvis. A nice pass off the corner by Emery. That's definitely the start that you want to be getting. Just want to comment real quick as well on how beautiful Richmond's car is. Nice little pink dissolver there. But anyway, we're going to see a Luvis moving this into the wall. Not enough boost to follow it through, so Coke is going to take control of it. Luvis putting this down into center field for Emery. Not with the best touch in the world, but going to continue to just kind of play around with it. Edgy now. I'm definitely going to pronounce his name incorrectly, so I apologize for that, but we'll call him Edgy for the moment. Or IG. Yeah, we'll call him IG. Emery going to put this down to IG, who is going to get a shot on net, but it goes into the crossbar, so Coke able to clear it out. Professor now going to kind of just put this straight into the goalie. So IG going to put it into the corner. Richmond here to drop it into the back wall for a teammate. Not the best touch though. Going to move this down onto the orange offensive. Richmond going to clear it back out. Luvis going to try to get a touch in the corner. Isn't able to do so. Richmond not able to get a touch, so instead leaves it for Professor. Luvis already on the backboard though, so pretty easy hit for him. Coke going to drop it down. IG's there to take the shot. Coke accidentally dunking his teammate. Luckily Professor was there, otherwise that may have been a goal. Luvis in the corner now, going to try to get it through Richmond, isn't able to. Emery tries to pass this out center, but is cut off by Professor. Coke now going to take his time in center field. Going to get a dunk on IG. Professor trying to move this out for a teammate, isn't able to do so though. And we're going to see a goal here coming out of Emery to give them the 2-0 lead. Nice solo play by him, actually kind of just air dribbles it through the sky there. Puts it exactly where it needed to go, and he's also got the great looking fishy goal explosion thing. That looks awesome as heck. But we're going to see anyway the lead coming out there in the favor of Infinity eSports. And we're going to see whether or not MTK Budapest is able to make the adjustments they need to make the comeback into this game. Emery on the backboard, going to take control of the ball, but Coke's going to cut him off. See Emery putting this down into the side wall, going to put this into, try to get it into the back wall, but isn't able to touch it. So instead, we're going to see Richmond now trying to get a shot on net. Not the best touch. Coke, though, able to get a nice little redirect. Actually puts that on target, but Emery was there to make the save. Kokun in the air to keep this on the offensive. Going to see shot coming out. Emery, though, already up there to make the save. Coke going to try to double touch this. Does manage to do so, but not the best second touch, so doesn't really get any more dangerous. Emery puts this into the corner. Professor going to try to play this, actually able to just slow it down a bit as nobody was really coming at the time. Luvis keeping this on the offensive, gonna try to get a shot on net, is able to do so, but just hits the post and comes out, and then Emery gets the shot, but Kokun able to make the save, so just gonna keep this a 2-goal game. Luckily for MTK. Professor moving this into the side wall is kind of getting chased around here a bit, so not the best situation for him. Gonna try to demo them instead. Isn't able to get one. Richmond gonna get bumped in the air. Coke gonna come in to help him out. Gonna try to get the touch in the corner, but misses it. Luvis now moving this downfield. Professor is there, gonna put this up into the blue backboard. Almost both players missing it, but they're able to get the touch. So now Coke gonna move this into center field. No teammate there. Emery instead is gonna clear this down into the orange side. Richmond in the corner. Emery gonna try to get this out center for a teammate. Professor gonna move this up into the side wall, but IG sees it coming, going to drop it up to Aluvis, who gets the shot on net and is just roaming there, but it will indeed go in. So 3-0 lead now for Infinity Esports, and very nice communication there between Aluvis and IG to recognize that the other player was coming in for the shot, so to leave that air dribble alone and let him do what he needed to do. And with that, it's going to be a 3-0 lead for Infinity Esports. Professor going to clear this off the back wall. IG is there to keep it on the offensive. Coke now, though, going to try to get it out. Not much boost left on him. Is also getting chased, so it's going to be a little bit awkward for him. Richmond going to move this into the corner. Gets the pinch that he needed to get, putting it over into the blue offensive side. Lewis going to try to get the clear out. Not much boost on him. Is going to opt to just slow it down. Nice fake by him, actually, there. Completely faked Coke on out, and now we see MTK kind of in an awkward position as that kind of ruined the whole rotation, so definitely a nice play by Lewis. IG now going to move this downfield for Professor there to cut it off. Also going to go for the demo on the net, leaving an awkward position for the defenders. Double commit coming out of Infinity Esports. Kokon going to try to get this out center for Professor. He does get a shot, but not the best. IG is on the back wall, ready to play it. Shot on net by Professor. Almost goes in. Probably would have been a goal if there was a little more time, but Infinity Esports will be taking the first game in this best-of-5 grand finals with a 3-0 lead. So very convincing lead coming out of their side. We do have one of their players, though, restarting their game, so it is going to be just a moment before we get into the next match. Beautiful team plays there coming out of Infinity Esports, and it seemed like MTK just really couldn't get a shot on net. Every single time they were given an opportunity, it was just going into the crossbar or just a little bit wide, stuff like that. But Infinity able to put the shots exactly where they needed to go in order to take that first game with a convincing lead to 3-0. And there's some beautiful team plays coming out there by them that whole match. So we're going to see whether or not MTK Budapest will be able to take this time to discuss what they need to work on and in order to be able to keep themselves alive in this series, or whether or not Infinity Esports will just be running away with it at this point. But we see MTK in that last semifinal series, and we know that they're not one to go down without a fight, as they actually came back in that series as well from being the underdogs and were able to win it out to move themselves into the grand finals. So we know that they're not willing to go down easily. With that being said, we are just waiting for the remaining Infinity Esport player to connect back to the lobby, as he had to restart his game. Shouldn't take too insanely long, and we'll be getting into Game 2 of this Best-of-5 Grand Final Series. If you're just tuning in, once again, thank you for joining. And indeed, he is back, so we're going to get right back into this. Game 2 out of 5. We're going to see who's able to come out on top. Kickoff going in favor of Infinity Esports. Professor going to move this kind of center field by accident. Luckily for him, nobody's able to capitalize on it. Professor moving this into the blue corner. Coke is going to follow this up, move it down center field, but no teammate able to get the shot that they needed. Emery here going to pop this off the back wall over to IG, who is cut off in the air, so not able to get the shot he wanted. Professor going to slow this down, able to beat one defender, but IG going to put this up to Aluvis, who does get the touch to drop that down. Nice play by him. Doesn't go much further than that, though, unfortunately. Emery now going to try to make the touch in midair. Isn't able to do so. Professor off the wall for a teammate. Aluvis instead will be taking control. Has enough boost to get back to this ball. Kokon going to beat him there. Wide open net right now, actually. And almost a goal, but luckily there, double save coming out of Infinity Esports. So definitely kind of a panicky moment, but they're able to come out of it alive. Lewis now going to play this out of the corner. IG going to move it downfield. Lewis going to try to get a shot on net. Is beat out by Professor, however. Demo coming out of IG onto Richmond. Emery going to play this off his own wall to get the clear going here. IG going to take it off the ceiling, but isn't able to get the best of touch as he is challenged. Lewis now able to beat one defender. Going to continue on downfield, get the center for a teammate. Nice pass by him. IG is there, but his shot is blocked. Nice shot there by Emery, but just not able to kind of sneak its way in. Demo coming out from Aluvis on to Professor. IG not going to allow that ball out of the orange side. Misplay coming out of Richmond, so Professor now coming in to help him out. Does flick it over the one defender, beats the other one as well. Coke now with a wide open net, no mistake. He's not missing that one, so that's going to be giving MTK Budapest the 1-0 lead in this match instead. So going to definitely be a motivational boost for them to be the ones in the lead this time around. See if they're able to keep that up or whether or not Infinity eSports will be able to just tear that happiness right away from them. Emery going to put this into the backboard off the kickoff. Richmond there to clear it into his own corner. Luvis going to get a little bit of a touch, almost able to dunk the other player, but does get pushed through. IG, able to keep it on the offensive. We get a shot now, but just wide. Richmond going to clear it out without too much problems. Emery putting it off the corner for a teammate. Kokon already up. Going to move this downfield on his own. Luvis does meet him in the air. IG now moving this into the orange corner. Professor going to bring it up off the wall, get it down into center field, but it's going to be going straight to Luvis, who is going to pop this up into the orange backboard. Emery was there, but does get beaten to the ball. Coke now moving this over to the blue net, going to drop this for Professor, who is able to get the shot, and now we're seeing a 2-0 lead coming out of MTK Budapest. So complete opposite of what we saw last game. This time it's MTK that's going to be running away with the shutout so far. Nice pass by Kokon there, and an even better shot by Professor to give them that 2-goal lead. Definitely going to feel better if you're an MTK Budapest fan or player. IG just unfortunately bumped off the kickoff there, so not able to follow through the shot that I'm sure he wanted to. Emery is going to be met in air. Richmond, ooh, actually just drops down. Luvis is not going to let that one go, so he's going to make sure to turn on the rocket boosters there and get there as quick as possible and just hit that right into the net. Beautiful play by Emery to drop that down. Whether or not that was accidental, worked out perfectly for him, and now it's only going to be a 1-goal deficit with just about 2 minutes left in the game, so definitely not impossible, especially from a team like Infinity eSports. IG going to challenge this mid-air. Luvis going to try to get the shot, isn't able to. Emery is in position, though, to take control of it. Going to actually beat all the defenders and able to score off it, so very lucky break there. And for Infinity eSports, Emery just kind of having the perfect situation happening, hits it into Kokon, who accidentally hits it into his own net, and that was a 98km/h shot, so not going to be an easy one to stop if you're on the side of MTK Budapest. And just like that, we see a tied-up game once again. Aluvis here with the demo from the kickoff. Doesn't have much boost. Is going to flick it past one defender, though, for IG, who is going to get the shot on net. Just misses. Would have been a beautiful play if they were able to finish it, and would have definitely been demoralizing for MTK, but luckily not able to finish that off. Emery into the backboard for Aluvis. Does get a touch, but doesn't really go anywhere with it. Emery going to demo Kokon on the wall. Richmond going to go for the challenge. IG is going to beat him, though. IG now trying to get another touch, isn't able to do so. Emery going to take a shot on net, goes crossbar. Now we see Kokon in a 1v1 situation. Can he get the pop that he wants? Definitely not, as that just stayed completely on the ground, and Aluvis is able to take pretty easy control of it. Richmond going to move this up into the corner, and IG is going to put it past him, but Professor there to back him up. Kokon now meeting in the air for the challenge. Going to put this out center for a teammate. Is cleared out, though, by, I believe it was Aluvis. Richmond now going to follow this off the ceiling. Does get a shot on net. Emery in position, though, to make the save. Aluvis now clearing it off into the wall, and kind of an awkward little double commit, and then a misplay coming out of Infinity eSports there. And the Kokon also demos them just to add insult to injury. So definitely an awkward position for them, but Aluvis makes the perfect touch there to keep his team alive. With under a minute left now and not much boost for Infinity eSports, they definitely have to be panicking a little bit. Emery, though, going to clear it out, give his team a chance to breathe. Aluvis now, not much boost, but he's going to try to get it out to a teammate. Richmond going to bump him and kind of make that harder than it had to be. IG going to clear this down. Nice little touch by him, but Richmond's going to keep it right back in. Aluvis up in the air, going to drop it down to Emery, who is going to put it right back to IG. Is beaten to the ball, though, and we're going to see Kokon with a shot on net and a demo. Just goes crossbar down, stays out, so Infinity eSports is able to stay in it. Very lucky break for them there. And now with only 10 seconds left, Infinity eSports are able to actually take the lead, so very unfortunate. Gotta kind of feel bad for MTK Budapest in that situation, as their wide open net shot just went crossbar down and then came out, and then just a few seconds later, with only 9 seconds left in the match, their opponents are able to take that lead. So now if they're able to hold on to it, they'll also have a 2-win lead in the series as well. And Emery is going to keep this in the orange side. Going to just drop it straight down, not take any chances there. So we now see Infinity eSports with the 2-win lead in this best of 5 series, meaning they only need one more win to be crowned the Omni Nation Rocket Cup champions. last ones for 2019. So definitely would be a great title for them, and for them to come home with that nice little prize pool, which is always a little bonus cherry on top. With that being said, though, we're going to see whether or not MTK Budapest is able to make the changes they need to keep themselves in this game, or even better yet, to reverse sweep the whole series, or if Infinity eSports will just indeed shut this one out 3-0. But we're not going to waste any time here. We're going to get straight into game number 3 with the kickoff coming out in just about 3 seconds here. It's going to be going in the favor of MTK Budapest. Kokun going to follow it up. Actually decides to leave it for Richmond. He's going to put it off the corner. Emery not with the best clear. Going to actually leave a shot for Coke. Luckily, though, for the blue defenders, there was somebody there. Luvis going to 50 this in the air. Richmond able to win it out. Professor now gets demoed, so isn't able to get it out center like he wanted. Emery going to drop this over to IG, who's going to pop it up into the air. Double commit coming out of MTK Budapest. They do manage to get the shot on net, though. Luvis going to clear it out. However, Coke going to beat one defender. Can he beat the second? He can indeed, but the third is there to stop it. And then Emery also gets a dunk in the air to keep this on the offensive. Nice play by him. Don't think any of the rest of Infinity eSports saw it coming, though, so not in position to take the shot. Luvis going to move this downfield to Emery, who is going to put it into the corner, try to follow it up. Does get the touch. Beautiful shot, but Professor able to save it. Got to feel bad for Emery there, as that definitely would have been a highlight reel, excuse me. Isn't able to get it, though. IG going to get bumped away from the play. Luvis now going to take control of the ball, try to dribble this up on his own, but Richmond in the air, ready to make the play. Emery off the corner. IG kind of in an awkward position, is going to put it into the backboard. Professor there, ready to clear it out. Going to see Richmond with actually a shot on net. Emery nice play by Emery there to see where that opponent was challenging from, and to just kind of play with his mind and fake him out. Coke going to redirect this back into the air. Professor up to drop this down to Richmond. Luvis going to go up and challenge it. Demo coming out from Richmond on Emery. Luvis going to clear it out. Professor not going to let them out that easy. IG now moving it downfield. Richmond with a touch over into his own corner. Kokun going to clear it past one defender, but the other one is there. Richmond going to beat Luvis. Luvis now dropping this down center for a teammate. Richmond still on the back wall, though, so able to help his team out. Kokun off the wall. IG coming for the demo, does get it. And now Emery following the ball off the wall is beaten by Professor. IG going to move this straight down center into the backboard. Has enough boost to follow this himself. Just hits post, but Luvis there to follow it up, so we're now going to see Infinity eSports with the 1-0 lead in this game 3 of the best of 5 series, in which they already have the 2-1 lead. So definitely has to be a little bit scary if you're on the side of MTK Budapest. But Infinity eSports doing exactly what they need to do in order to win this one out. Professor with the dribble is going to flick it past one defender, hits backboard though, and Emery with a beautiful save. That I thought was a for sure goal for MTK Budapest, but Emery able to just keep that lead for his team. Kokun now moving this in the center field, going to try to get the flip reset. Emery going to clear it out, however, and Emery once again on the wall, dropping this down to IG, is able to beat the defender. Not able to get it on net, though, and Kokun now is going to play it upfield. Professor on the wall waiting for him. Coke's going to go for the flick, and Professor with the bump instead. Nice team play there, nice communication by MTK Budapest to realize who was doing what. Professor opening that lane up for Kokun, as Coke is able to just carry that right in, as the blue defender there, Emery, just gets taken straight up into the air. We're going to see IG now taking the kickoff against Kokun, but Kokun will be winning it. Luvis in the corner, going to pop this over to IG, who's going to pop it back to Luvis, who's going to get the shot. It would have been a crazy play if he could have gotten the double touch, isn't able to do so, but IG instead going to come in and capitalize on that one, finish it up. So just as MTK Budapest tied it up, Infinity eSports once again just takes that lead right back, which is always the most annoying feeling ever as a player, when you're finally able to get it back within reach and then it's just taken away from you once again. With only 2 minutes left now, we'll have to see whether or not MTK Budapest is able to fight their way back. IG off the wall. Emery now going to get the touch. Richmond is kind of bumped, but so is Luvis, so ball's just kind of waving around as everybody's hitting each other. IG going to follow this into the air from his own pop, straight into the ceiling, over to Emery, who is going to make no mistake in putting that one in. Beautiful play there by IG to set that ball up perfectly for a teammate, and Emery's going to come in, finish it up. to give his team that 2-goal lead. And now with just a minute 40 left, you have to really start kind of worrying if you're a fan or a player of MTK Budapest, as they have not been able to take a game yet. So will they be able to not only take one, but do it with a comeback? And IG going to make it even harder now with a 3-goal lead, scoring right off the kickoff there and putting it perfectly into the net with a 108-kilometer-per-hour shot. So that definitely has to be a motivation breaker for MTK Budapest with only a minute 43 left now. Lubis winning the kickoff off into the wall. This would really be bad for them if they were able to score once again off it, but no, MTK will be able to move it out. Richmond going to pop this over into Emery, who is going to take the shot on net and indeed will score off it. So once again there, we're going to see Infinity eSports just absolutely punishing MTK Budapest here and taking a 4-goal lead at this point. 5-1 game for them with the complete lead in the series, and this being the champion winning match. So definitely a great position for Infinity eSports to be in at this point in time. IG going to follow this off the wall. It is going to be cut off by Richmond, though, who's going to put this into the corner. Emery's going to try to get a touch. IG going to help him out, put it back into the wall once again, and then going to follow it through. Is able to keep it kind of neutral there. Kokon, though, going to take it out of Lewis's path. Richmond going to follow this through onto the corner, try to get it out center for a teammate. Isn't able to do so as IG clears out instead. Emery now, nice little fake there. Just keeps control of it, slows it down. No need to be super aggressive at this point, and they're definitely not doing that. So they're just going to play around with it for as long as they need. See Emery actually going up here for a freestyle. The ball doesn't go to him, though, so isn't able to get that highlight reel shot. Gonna see Richmond now taking control of the ball, see if he can get a flick. Actually does get it, but Lewis cuts it off. Coke now with the redirect. Gonna try to get a touch on it, isn't able to do so. Lewis off his own backboard. So the ball kind of just chilling around mid right now as nobody's really going for it. And nice fake there by, I believe it was IG or Emery. Not completely sure on exactly who it was, but nice fake coming out of that Infinity eSports player. Only 10 seconds left now with a 4-goal lead. Going to be very hard for MTK Budapest to come back from this one. And indeed, it looks like Infinity eSports will be shutting out this best-of-5 grand finals with a 6-1 game from the help of MTK Budapest's own goaling there in that last few seconds. But absolute dominant performance coming out of Infinity eSports. Beautiful gameplay by them, and they will be crowned your last Omni Nation Rocket Cup champions for the year of 2019. And they will be taking home that nice little prize pool money. So congratulations to Infinity eSports. Also very well played to MTK Budapest, as they definitely did not go down without a fight. But Infinity will be coming out on top. So thank you everybody very much for tuning into the tournament. We appreciate it as always. Once again, we apologize if it sounded a little bit different, as Discord is, as we said, currently not working the best. So we did have to resort to using Skype for casting audio, but hopefully it wasn't too bad. As always, thank you so very much for tuning in. We will see you guys all next year in the brand new year for the brand new season of the Omni Nation Rocket Cup. We'll be back better than ever, and we look forward to seeing you back there once again. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for enjoying these streams as always, and we'll see you next time.